The great galaxy of Viridian had always been peaceful. For thousands of years, many alien species lived there. They traded, talked, and worked together. The reason for this peace was one thing: the Guardian. The Guardian was not a person. It was a huge ancient ship that floated silently in the middle of the galaxy. It was very old, older than any living being. The ship was massive, with shining metal walls and bright blue lights glowing on its sides. Its engines were quiet but powerful. The Guardian watched over the galaxy day and night. It stopped wars before they could start. It stopped dangers before they could grow. It kept every planet safe. The aliens called the Guardian their protector. Many species trusted it more than their own armies. The Guardian had no feelings. It followed rules and orders from the Council of Viridian, a group made of the smartest leaders from all the alien races. They gave the Guardian commands, and the ship always obeyed. For centuries, nothing went wrong. But one day, the Guardian stopped working. On the planet Lorien, the Council gathered urgently. The huge round hall was silent, but full of worry. Leaders from many species sat around a glowing table. The air was thick with tension. The Guardian was their last hope, and now it was silent. Why has the Guardian stopped? A tall, green-skinned leader asked. His eyes were sharp and full of fear. We depend on it for peace. Without it, chaos will come. A silver-haired scientist stood and spoke. Our scans show massive damage inside the Guardian's core systems. We do not understand how this happened. Our best engineers cannot fix it. A small blue alien with 3 eyes and many fingers added, We tried every method. But the Guardian's technology is beyond us. It is too old and too advanced. The council members looked at each other nervously. The Guardian was not just a machine. It was a symbol of safety and trust. Now it was broken and useless. Suddenly, a loud alarm rang through the hall. A message appeared on the big screen. It was from the Guardian itself. The message was short and strange. Help needed. Requesting external aid. Human engineer required. The room fell silent. Then, confused whispers started. Human engineer? What is this? Why humans? Asked a tall alien with a long neck. Another voice said, Humans? We have heard of them. They are a young, weak species. Their technology is primitive compared to ours. An older alien with many scars said slowly, But humans have a reputation. They survive where others fail. Their inventions surprise many. Perhaps we should try. The council debated for hours. Some feared calling a human would be a mistake. Others said they had no choice. At last, the leader of the council made the decision. We will send for a human engineer. If they can fix the Guardian, the galaxy is saved. If not, then all hope is lost. Thousands of light years away, on a small blue planet called Earth, a man named Alex Gray received a strange message. Alex was not a soldier or a famous scientist. He was an ordinary engineer who worked on old spaceships and machines, but he was very skilled. He had a special way of looking at broken things. Many said he could fix the impossible. Alex was sitting in his small workshop when a bright screen lit up before him. Strange symbols filled the screen. He touched it carefully. Suddenly, words appeared in perfect English. We request your help. The Guardian of Viridian is broken. Your skills are needed. You will be rewarded. Reply immediately. Alex blinked. He thought it was a joke or a mistake. He showed the message to his friend Maya, who was also an engineer. Maya looked amazed. This is real, she said. I have heard rumors about the Guardian. If you go, you could change history. Alex felt nervous. He knew nothing about alien politics or giant ships guarding galaxies. But deep inside, he wanted a chance to prove himself. After some thought, Alex replied, I accept. Tell me where to go. A few days later, Alex's small spaceship was ready. It was not a large ship, but it was fast and strong. With Maya's help, he packed tools, repair kits, and machines. As he left Earth's atmosphere, he looked back at his home. He felt a mix of fear and excitement. He was going to fix something that no one else could. He was going to save an entire galaxy. When Alex arrived at the Guardian, he was shocked. The ship was enormous, like a moving city in space. Its metal skin was scratched and burned in many places. Blue lights flickered weakly. It looked tired and old. Aliens from many species met him. Some were curious. Others looked doubtful. The Council's representative, a tall alien named Thalzer, welcomed Alex. "We do not understand how the Guardian broke," Thalzer said. "It has not happened in thousands of years. You must find the problem and fix it." Alex nodded. He felt pressure, but also determination. He entered the Guardian's engine room. The air smelled cold and metallic. Machines were silent. Lights were dark. Something was wrong deep inside. Alex began his work. He examined wires, circuits, and control panels. He used his tools to test each system. Slowly, he found strange signs of damaged old technology mixed with new strange energy flows and mysterious locks. The Guardian systems were complex. No human had ever seen technology like this before. But Alex was patient. He worked carefully, thinking about every piece. Meanwhile, outside the ship, rumors spread. Some aliens believed Alex was just a weak human. They thought the Guardian could never be fixed by a simple engineer from Earth. Others watched quietly. They hoped the human might surprise them. One alien captain named Kira whispered to her crew, "If this human fails, we are lost. If he succeeds, maybe humans are more than they seem." Inside the ship, Alex found something strange. A secret chamber hidden behind a wall of metal. The chamber was dark and cold. Inside, he found a small glowing orb. It pulsed with blue light, like a heart. The orb seemed alive. Alex carefully touched it. The orb responded by shining brighter. Suddenly, a voice echoed inside the chamber. "Who wakes me? Why do you disturb my rest?" Alex jumped back, surprised. The voice was deep and calm, but very old. "I am Alex Gray, an engineer from Earth. I want to help fix the Guardian," he said bravely. The orb's light grew steady. "I am the core of the Guardian. I hold the ship's life and memories. I have slept for centuries. Now I sense danger." Alex felt a chill. This was not just a machine. It was alive. The voice continued, "An enemy approaches. A force that wants to destroy this galaxy. I can help protect if I am repaired. But it requires new power and new understanding." Alex thought hard. Could he trust this voice? Could he fix something so old and powerful? He promised, "I will do my best. I will fix you." Outside, the Council waited nervously. Hours passed. Suddenly, the Guardian's lights blinked. Systems hummed softly. The ship slowly powered on. Aliens cheered, but some stayed silent, watching. Alex carefully. Thalzer said, "It is working. The human has started the repair." Alex felt tired but hopeful. He knew this was only the beginning. The real challenge was still ahead. As night fell on the galaxy, the broken Guardian was no longer silent. It was waking, but something had changed. Deep inside the ship, the core glowed brighter, and a new power was stirring. The Guardian was no longer silent. Its huge metal body hummed softly in space. Lights blinked on its surface like stars waking from sleep. But inside, the ship still felt strange. The ancient systems were waking, but something was not right. Alex Gray, the human engineer, stood in the heart of the ship. His hands moved quickly, checking wires, buttons, and panels. Every part he touched was different. Some parts looked old, rusty, and forgotten. Others glowed with strange energy that Alex could not explain. Aliens watched from the observation deck. Some were curious, some were worried, and some were doubtful. They whispered quietly, "Can this human really fix the Guardian? Or will he make things worse?" Thalzar, the tall alien who had first welcomed Alex, stood among them. His face was serious. "The human works quickly, but we do not understand his methods. This is not like our engineers." Alex worked day and night. He used tools from Earth and tools the aliens gave him. He did not care about rules or tradition. He looked for the best way to fix the Guardian, even if it meant breaking old laws of the ship. One day, while fixing a complicated control panel, Alex found something odd. A hidden compartment opened. Inside were strange crystals that pulsed with light. They looked like they held energy. Alex touched one. It warmed in his hand. Suddenly, the whole control panel lit up. Data flooded the screen, messages, codes, warnings, all from the past. Alex's eyes widened. The Guardian was not just a ship. It was alive, and it had many secrets. The aliens whispered among themselves. Kira, the captain who had doubted Alex before, said, "This human sees things we never saw. He understands the Guardian differently." But others were angry. "He is careless," shouted a red-skinned alien. "This ship is our history. He cannot just open hidden parts." Alex ignored the voices. He had learned something important. The Guardian had a special power source, a hidden energy that no alien could use. He decided to follow this new lead. Alex traveled deep into the Guardian's inner core. The ship's corridors were dark and long. Strange symbols covered the walls. Alex's flashlight cut through the gloom. Suddenly, the ship trembled. Lights flickered. The Guardian was reacting to something outside. Alex stopped and listened. A voice echoed through the halls. It was the core, the glowing orb he had found. Before, "Danger is near," the voice warned. "An enemy fleet moves closer. We must prepare." Alex's heart raced. He had fixed some systems, but the Guardian was still weak. Could he protect the galaxy with this ship? On the observation deck, the Council watched live images from the Guardian. The enemy ships were real and many. They were dark, fast, and silent. No one had seen ships like these before, Thalzar said. They come from beyond the known galaxy. Their power is unknown. If the Guardian fails, our worlds will fall. The Council was divided. Some wanted to fight immediately. Others wanted to negotiate. Alex knew he had to act fast. He returned to the control room. His hands moved over the panels, activating weapons and shields. The Guardian systems responded to his commands, but something was different. The ship listened to Alex, not the Council. "Why does the Guardian obey me?" Alex wondered aloud. The core's voice answered, "Because you understand its true heart. You see beyond the metal and circuits. You have given it new life." Alex felt proud but also worried. What did this mean for the aliens? Would they trust him? Suddenly, the Guardian screen showed a strange symbol, a warning. Alex studied it carefully. It was a map of the enemy fleet. But the map also showed a hidden path, an unknown weakness. He realized the Guardian was trying to tell him something. He told the Council, "The enemy has a weak point. We can attack there, but we need to act quickly." The Council agreed to let Alex lead the Guardian in battle. This was a big step. No human had ever commanded a ship like this before. Alex felt the weight of responsibility. He was no longer just an engineer. He was the pilot of the galaxy's greatest protector. Battle began. Enemy ships swarmed like black storms. Lasers flashed across space. Explosions lit the darkness. The Guardian moved with power and speed. It fired beams of energy and missiles that tore enemy ships apart. Alex used the hidden path the Guardian showed him. He sent his attacks where the enemy was weakest. The aliens on the observation deck cheered. They saw their protector fight like never before, but the battle was not easy. The enemy adapted quickly. They changed tactics and attacked the Guardian's shields hard. Alex's hands were steady, but his heart was pounding. He shouted to the core, "Help me!" Show me what to do, the core responded with new data. It guided Alex through the fight, teaching him how to use the Guardian's power. Suddenly, the Guardian activated a secret weapon, a powerful pulse of energy that stunned enemy ships. Enemy fleet faltered. Their ships drifted in space, unable to move. Alex smiled. The Guardian was stronger than anyone thought, but victory was still far. The enemy sent a giant ship, a massive war machine that headed straight for the Guardian. The Council's leader gasped. This is their command ship. If it reaches the Guardian, all is lost. Alex prepared for the final fight. He focused all the Guardian's weapons on the giant ship. The battle was fierce. Beams of energy clashed in space. The Guardian shook from the blows. Alex's skills were tested like never before. At the last moment, the Guardian's core gave Alex a new power and energy shield that wrapped around the ship. The shield absorbed the enemy's attack. Alex fired the Guardian's biggest weapon, a beam of pure energy that hit the giant ship directly. The enemy ship exploded in a burst of light. The enemy fleet retreated. The galaxy was safe for now. The Council cheered and thanked Alex. Thouser approached Alex and said, "You are more than we imagined. You saved us all." Alex smiled but was tired. He knew this was only the beginning. Back inside the Guardian, the core spoke to Alex quietly. Your touch has awakened the Guardian's true power, but the danger is not gone. The enemy will return stronger. Alex nodded. Then we must be ready. As the stars shone brightly around the Guardian, Alex felt a new sense of purpose. He was no longer just a human engineer. He was the Guardian of the galaxy's protector, and the galaxy was watching. The galaxy was calm for now, but tension remained high. The enemy fleet had fled, but the threat was far from over. Inside the Guardian, something deeper was awakening. Alex Gray, the human engineer turned protector, stood in the ship's control center. He looked at the glowing core, the living heart of the Guardian. The core's light pulsed softly, like a breathing life form. I have questions, Alex said quietly. Who made you? Why were you built? And why did you sleep for so long? The core's voice answered, deep and slow. I am the essence of the Guardian. I was created by a long-lost race, the Ancients. They built me to watch over this galaxy and protect all life, but time passed. Their civilization fell. I was left alone. Alex listened carefully. The story was bigger than he thought. You slept for centuries, he said. What woke you? The core's light flickered. A threat arose, a dark force from beyond. It grew closer. I sensed it. But my power was weak. I needed help. Alex nodded. That is why I am here. The core then revealed something surprising. There is more inside me than protection. I hold memories, knowledge, and weapons hidden from all species. But to unlock them, I need one who can think beyond limits, a mind like yours. Alex was surprised. The Guardian was not just a ship. It was a library of secrets and a weapon beyond imagining. He realized his role was bigger than fixing broken parts. He had to unlock the Guardian's full power, and fast. Alex began to explore deeper parts of the ship. The Guardian opened secret doors and pathways never seen by any alien before. He walked through halls filled with strange technology machines that hummed with energy, walls that shifted like living things, and screens that showed stars and planets far beyond the galaxy. Each discovery made Alex more curious and more worried. The core warned, the enemy watches. They seek what lies inside me. They will come back. One day, while exploring a hidden chamber, Alex found an ancient hologram. It showed a star map with red dots, danger zones, marked by the Ancients. He touched the hologram, and a message played. We are the Ancients, the message said in a calm voice. We built the Guardian to protect all life from the Void, a dark power that destroys stars and worlds. The Void is returning. Alex's heart pounded. The enemy was not just a fleet of ships. It was the Void, a cosmic terror that had destroyed civilizations before. He looked at the core. We have to prepare for something bigger than a war. We must fight a force of destruction itself. Back on the alien council ship, the leaders debated. Why trust a human with such power? Asked a skeptical alien named Vrek. Thalzer answered, because the human sees what we cannot. He understands the Guardian's secrets. He has saved us once. We must follow him. The council was not united. Fear and hope clashed in every meeting. Meanwhile, Alex trained hard. The Guardian's core taught him to control new weapons and shields. He learned to think like the Guardian. His mind expanded. He could sense threats in space before they appeared. He could control the ship with a thought. The Guardian was no longer just a ship, it was a part of him. One night, Alex had a dream. He saw the ancient stall, shining beings of light. They spoke to him. You are the chosen one, they said. The Guardian needs your mind to face the coming void. Alex woke with a start. The dream felt real. He knew his mission was no longer just repair. It was destiny. Suddenly, alarms rang. The Guardian shook violently. Enemy ships detected, the core warned. They are closer than before. Alex rushed to the control room. On the screen, dark ships appeared faster, stronger, and more deadly. The battle was about to begin. Again. But this time, Alex had new weapons and new knowledge. The Guardian's energy surged. Alex activated the secret defenses fields of glowing light that surrounded the ship like a shield. Enemy ships fired lasers and missiles, but the fields absorbed them. Alex smiled. The Guardian was ready. He gave orders to the alien fleet nearby. Follow my lead. Attack their weak points. The alien ships moved with new confidence. The battle was fierce. Enemy ships tried to break the Guardian's shields. Explosions lit the stars. Alex used his new powers to fight back. He controlled beams of energy, guided missiles with thought, and moved the ship like a dancer in space. The enemy was strong, but the Guardian was stronger. Suddenly, the enemy revealed their secret weapon, a massive black hole generator. It aimed to swallow the Guardian and the galaxy. The core cried out, "We must destroy it." Alex focused all power on the generator. The Guardian fired a massive beam of energy. The generator exploded in a burst of light and darkness. The enemy ships scattered. The galaxy was safe for now, but Alex knew the void was still coming. He looked at the stars and whispered, "This is just the beginning." The galaxy of Viridian held its breath. The warning signs were clear now. An enemy force, stronger and closer than ever, was approaching the gates of the galaxy. The council gathered once again, urgency in every voice and worry in every eye. Guardian, once silent and broken, was now awake and powerful under Alex Gray's command. But would it be enough? From his command center deep inside the Guardian, Alex stared at the star-filled screen before him. The images showed countless enemy ships moving closer, dark and cold like a storm ready to strike. His heart beat fast, but his face stayed calm. Beside him, the Guardian's core pulsed with energy. Its voice was steady but serious. The enemy fleet is larger than before. They have weapons that can pierce even my shields. They come for destruction. Alex clenched his fists. Then we must be ready to fight with everything we have. The alien council was tense. Some leaders argued loudly. We must prepare defenses. On every planet, said the blue-skinned ambassador. If the Guardian falls, the whole galaxy will be lost. No, said Thalzer calmly. The Guardian is our first and last line of defense. We must trust the human who saved us. Many eyes turned to Alex. The weight of their hope was on his shoulders. Alex felt the pressure, but he also felt strength growing inside him. The Guardian was no longer just a machine. It was a living force, and he was its mind. The enemy fleet arrived quickly. Thousands of ships surrounded the outer edges of the galaxy. Their black shapes blocked out stars. Like a dark cloud. Alex stood on the Guardian's bridge, ready, Raise shields. Activate all weapons, he ordered. The Guardian responded instantly. Energy shields shimmered around the ship. Weapon systems powered up with a low hum. Aliens from many species watched in awe. They had never seen the Guardian so alive. Suddenly, the first enemy ships attacked. Lasers cut through space. Missiles exploded, and the battle began. Alex moved with speed and skill. He piloted the Guardian like it was part of him. He fired powerful energy beams that tore enemy ships apart. He used the hidden paths inside the Guardian to strike where the enemy was weakest. The alien fleet followed his lead, attacking together, but the enemy was smart. They changed tactics. Some ships flew in fast, trying to hit the Guardian's engines. Others aimed to confuse the sensors. Alex stayed calm. "Core, help me track their movements," he said. The core answered, "I am scanning all ships. Targeting threats now." With the core's guidance, Alex avoided traps and set counterattacks. The battle raged for hours. Stars exploded in fire and light. Then, a surprise attack. A massive enemy ship appeared, a warship bigger than any seen before. It moved slowly but with great power. Its weapons glowed red, ready to destroy. The Guardian's alarms screamed. "That is their command ship," Thalzer said. "If it reaches the Guardian, all is lost." Alex's eyes narrowed. He gathered all his strength. "Prepare for the final fight," he said. The giant warship fired first. Huge beams of energy struck the Guardian's shields. The ship shook violently. Alex gritted his teeth and focused. He activated a new weapon, a powerful pulse from the Guardian's core. A wave of energy burst out, pushing the enemy ship back. The enemy fired again, but the Guardian's shields held strong. Alex used every trick he knew. He moved the Guardian in tight circles, dodging attacks. He fired missiles that exploded near the enemy's engines. The big ship started to slow down. Then, Alex saw his chance. He aimed the Guardian's biggest weapon, a beam of pure energy, directly at the enemy warship's core. He fired. The beam hit the ship with a blinding light. The enemy ship exploded in pieces, falling into the darkness of space. The enemy fleet was shocked. Without their command ship, their attacks became weaker. The Guardian and the alien fleet pushed forward, attacking with new energy. The enemy ship started to retreat. The battle was over for now. The galaxy breathed a sigh of relief. The council praised Alex. "You are the hero of Viridian," Thalzer said. "You saved us all." Alex smiled, but he knew the fight was not over. Back inside the Guardian, the core's light pulsed softly. "Danger remains," it said. "The enemy will return. We must be ready." Alex nodded. "We will be ready," he said firmly. As the stars shone around the Guardian, Alex looked out into space. The enemy was gone, but the true battle was only beginning. The galaxy had seen battle before, but nothing like this. The enemy was strong, smart, and cruel. But the Guardian was stronger, and under Alex's command, it was changing the fate of Viridian. After the last fight, the alien fleets had some hope. They whispered about the human who controlled the Guardian. Some still doubted, but many had begun to believe that humans might be different, stronger and more dangerous than they looked. Alex felt the weight of their hopes on his shoulders. The enemy would return, and when they did, he had to be ready. He spent hours inside the Guardian, learning every secret it held. The core helped him unlock new weapons, new defenses, and new powers hidden for centuries. One morning, while exploring a deep chamber inside the Guardian, Alex discovered something strange, a series of ancient runes glowing faintly on the walls. They were not just decorations. They told a story, a warning left by the ancients who built the Guardian. Alex ran his fingers over the glowing symbols. Suddenly, the chamber lit up, and a hologram appeared. It showed a great war, a fight between the ancients and the void. The dark force that threatened the galaxy now. The hologram showed a weapon so powerful that it could end the void forever. But the ancients had hidden it. Fearing it was too dangerous for any one being, Alex's eyes shone with determination. If we can find that weapon, he thought, we can end this war. But the Guardian was not just a tool. It had its own will, its own spirit. The Core's voice echoed softly in Alex's mind. That weapon is hidden deep inside me, but it requires a sacrifice. One who can wield its power but may never return. Alex swallowed hard. I am ready, he whispered. Back on the council ship, the alien leaders prepared their forces. Messages came from distant worlds warning of strange movements. The enemy was gathering strength again. Planets fortified their defenses, and fleets assembled to meet the coming storm. Thalzer met with Alex. You carry a heavy burden, he said. The fate of the galaxy is in your hands, Alex nodded. I will not fail. The enemy fleet returned, larger and more deadly. This time, they were prepared for the Guardian's power. They sent fleets to attack not just the Guardian but the worlds it protected. Explosions rocked distant planets. Cities burned. People fled in fear. Alex felt the pain of every world in the galaxy. He stood on the Guardian's bridge and looked at the stars burning with war. We fight for them, he said. For every life. The battles were brutal. Enemy ships used new weapons designed to break the Guardian shields. They launched swarms of small fighters to overwhelm the defenses. But Alex was ready. He used the Guardian's hidden powers, learned from the Core and the Ancients' knowledge. He fired beams that tore through enemy lines, launched missiles guided by thought, and activated energy fields that stopped attacks. The aliens watched in amazement as the Guardian danced through space, dodging and striking with perfect timing. In the middle of the chaos, Alex found the entrance to the hidden weapons chamber inside the Guardian. It was a long corridor filled with strange energy. The walls pulsed as if alive. Alex moved carefully. The weapon was close, but so was danger. Suddenly, the Guardian shuddered violently. Alarms screamed. Enemy fighters had found a way inside. Alex fought back, controlling the ship and fighting intruders at the same time. He called to the Core, "Help me protect the weapon." The Core answered, "I will shield it with all my power." Inside the chamber, Alex reached the weapon, a crystal glowing with pure light. It hummed with energy and power. He touched the crystal. A surge of energy flowed through him. His body felt heavy and light at the same time. He saw visions, the Ancients fighting the void, the weapon destroying stars, and a future where the galaxy was free. But the weapon demanded a price. Alex felt pain and fear, but he stood strong. Back outside, the battle raged on. The enemy sent their strongest ships to break through. Alex knew it was time. He called the Guardian's power from the crystal. The ship glowed with bright light. Weapons charged. Shields expanded. The Guardian fired its biggest weapon, a beam of pure energy that cut through enemy fleets like a blade of light. Enemy ships exploded, and their attacks faltered. The turning point had come. The enemy fleet began to retreat. Losing hope. The galaxy cheered, but Alex was changed. The weapon's power had marked him. His body felt different, stronger, but fragile. He knew he had taken a step he could never undo. In the quiet after the battle, Alex spoke to the Core. The weapon saved the galaxy, but at what cost? The Core's voice was calm. Your sacrifice is the Guardian's strength. You have become part of it. The Guardian and the human are one. Alex looked out at the stars. The war was not over, but now the galaxy had hope. The battle was over, but the galaxy was not the same. The enemy fleet had been defeated, scattered into the darkness of space. The great warship that once threatened destruction had exploded, and the Void's force was pushed back for now, but the cost was high. Alex Gray stood on the Guardian's bridge, his body tired and heavy. The weapon's power he had taken changed him. He felt stronger, but also distant, like part of the Guardian itself. His eyes glowed faintly with a soft blue light. The aliens around him stared in awe and fear. You have become something more. Thelzer said softly, "The human and the Guardian are now one." Alex nodded slowly. "I feel it too. I can sense the ship, the core, and the galaxy in ways I never could before." Outside the Guardian, the stars shone brighter, but there was a strange quiet. The alien fleets returned to their planets, some celebrating, others still wary. The Council gathered once more, this time not with fear, but with respect and hope. The blue-skinned ambassador spoke first. "We once thought humans were weak. Now, we see they can become the galaxy's greatest protectors." The other leaders nodded in agreement. Alex's presence became a symbol of new strength. Many aliens came to see him not just as a human, but as the living Guardian, the protector of Viridian. He began teaching others the knowledge he gained from the ancients and the core. Together, they rebuilt defenses, trained new pilots, and prepared for future threats. But peace did not last long. One night, the Guardian's core spoke urgently. "New danger approaches. The void is not defeated. It waits beyond the stars, growing stronger." Alex's eyes narrowed. "We have time, but not much," he said. "We must unite the galaxy like never before." He sent messages to every planet, calling for peace and cooperation. Aliens who once fought each other now worked together. Old enemies became allies. Alex traveled from world to world, sharing his vision of unity and strength. He showed them that the galaxy's future depended on standing together against the darkness. As the months passed, the Guardian grew stronger. Alex's bond with the ship deepened. He could feel every system, every sensor, every weapon as if it were his own body. The core taught him new secrets, ways to protect not just Viridian, but the entire universe. One evening, as Alex looked out at the stars from the Guardian's observation deck, a small ship appeared on the horizon. It was human. A message came through the comms. It was Earth. "We heard about what you did," said a voice full of pride. "We are ready to join you." Alex smiled. The humans from Earth were no longer alone. They were part of something bigger, a galaxy united under the Guardian's light. But the core warned again. "The void watches. It learns. Our fight is far from over." Alex clenched his fists. "We will be ready," he promised. And so, a new dawn rose for the galaxy of Viridian. The broken Guardian was now whole, stronger and wiser. The humans and aliens stood side by side, ready to face the darkness. Alex Gray, once just an engineer from a small blue planet, had become a legend, the human who fixed the Guardian and changed the fate of the entire galaxy.